Okay. Hey, we're not live yet. Like, we are? Hold on a second. She can tell us when we're live. Oh, we're live. We're live. Hey, foosball fans, thank you for joining us as we return to the Kommkickern World Record event. And we got some exciting stuff going on today. It's InsideFoos, Mark Anthony Torres, and the incomparable superstar, budding, former prodigy, now 3-time world champion, ITSF multi-table world champion, probable future Hall of Famer if I was a betting man to probably win open singles and or open doubles world championship on Tornado probably within the next 3 years. I got with me Tommy Atkinson. Just kidding. No. I got with me superstar Blake Robertson. What's up, Blake?
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Dude, good, man. Thanks for joining us, man. It's you know where we are, so let's talk about what we're looking at, and then let's get to you in a minute because I know you want to talk a lot because you're Blake. Anyway, we're at the High Time Sports Warehouse in Taiwan. It's the home of Jack Huang, incredible promoter out in Taiwan. That's what we got on the screen. It's north of Taiwan. He has 2 locations south of Taiwan, but Jack Huang, Asia Table Soccer Alliance president, Taiwan Foosball Association president, High Time Sports boss. Sounds kind of like you know, crime boss, but it's a big deal. Foosball out there. 2013, he was the #1 ranked Asian player, and we'll get to some of this other detail in a minute. But Blake, dude, good morning. Let's talk a little bit.
Good morning, man. What's up?
Not much, man. You just it's early for us. It's probably late for them. I think it's nighttime for them. But dude, what's going on, man? Were you partying last night?
Good morning, man. I just got my coffee. I just it's 8 a.m. over here. I went to the Mid Amphitheater in Tampa and saw Chris Stapleton and oh my gosh, Cheryl Crow at 59 years young. I want to marry her. She's beautiful. She was amazing. Put on a good show. I don't know if you ever heard of Chris Stapleton. He's a country singer, but I mean, we're just talking about that grittiness, you know? And man, he's got country grit, and he's just got a big beard. He looks like, you know, he's in the woods, you know, big dude, bear, and he's just got pipes. And he plays the guitar. He came out all smoky, you know, mysterious, and yeah, he set the stage on fire. It was a good show.
That's awesome, man. That's good. It sounded like you were out late. I'm glad you had a good time. It looks like a game was won or a match was won. Let me see if there's some notes. Let me see if there's some notes here on what if there's a tournament. There must be a tournament because that's part of the world record event is you get a handful of people together, at least 4, to play a tournament, and I'm pretty sure that's where they are now. It's got to be like a monster format, and so I might be able to name some of these players in a little bit. But I got a question for you, dude. I got invited to go to Zach Brown tomorrow. I don't know who Zach Brown is. It's supposed to be a wicked show, but I've never. Is Zach Brown a thing?
Yeah, Zach Brown band. It's almost like I wouldn't even say it's country. I mean, it is country, but it's like almost like reggae country. Like if I had to make a category called reggae country, that's what I would call it. It's more like very chill, kind of beachy kind of vibe with, you know, cold beer in my hand, just real chill and, you know, smoking a little bit. And that's Zach Brown band. Like there's no stress. Everything's easy. The beat is easy. The melody, like kind of like an Uncle Cracker. You know,
I don't know who Uncle Cracker is. Sounds appropriating. By the way, I know we have Jack Kwong playing forward on the right in red, and he's the head of Asia promotions. I'm gonna look at some of these other names here. I think one of these players is Ming Xuan Wu, who's the Formula Asia #1 player, won 9 titles in the Asia tournament. I think Wei Chung Seng has been playing for 10 years and drove 2 hours to play with them. I think that's one of the players here. I can't tell who's who. Maybe we'll get some more feedback later.
Wow, that's so cool. I
let's
would love
see.
to go. So I mean, like just traveling, just Asia in general. I've just never been to Asia. It's one continent I've never been to. I've never been to South America either. I'm definitely trying to get to Costa Rica, which I think Costa Rica is more Central America.
Yep.
It's too early for me. I want to go to Costa Rica.
I think Costa Rica might even technically still be North America. I think I'm not sure. Maybe Central America. Boy, I'm as bad as you are, and I've been awake longer. I lived in Asia for 2 years. I've actually been to Taiwan multiple times, and I think we're going to go to Hong Kong later, where I technically lived. But mainland China, I spent a lot of time there, and it is a beautiful country. It is an exotic country. It is a densely populated place. The food is great in places where you identify the food is going to be great. So I'll just tell you that.
I do love food. I mean,
Chinese food that you get, what's it called? Panda Express is not the same thing as China food in Asia. Nah, man, it's not.
I don't know how people eat Panda Express. I know some people love it. I'm like, I think I had it once, and I was like, "What is this? I can't even do it." I mean, Chick-fil-A is just so good all the time.
Chick-fil-A is just so good. We're talking about Chinese food. Dude, are you a fan of Chinese food?
Me? I mean, I love Chinese food, but I think I'm just not a Panda Express fan.
Yeah, no, I get it. You know why? It's very typical Americanized Chinese, mostly sugar. It's just really, really heavy, a lot of sugar.
Yeah, I don't do sugar that much. I try not to do a whole lot of sugar.
Look at Jack showing us the skills, man, with the tic-tac reverse.
Zuba up there.
Say again?
So yeah, the tic-tac weave looking like John Zoller, Zuba, aka Zuba.
John Zoller, that's a name. I've been playing. I played against John Zoller in the '90s, man. He was yeah, he's a nice dude. He's been around, man.
He looks like a dinosaur. Yeah, you know what he looks like? He looks in shape too, actually. I saw him, I think maybe it was Louisiana State 2020 or something. We went on Bourbon Street, and COVID has then wiped it out. And, it was like the bars closed at midnight or something. It was,
oh, wow.
It was fun, but John Zoller looked kind of jacked. I was like, man, he looked kind of like, he'd been working out. Gee, look good,
Yeah, no, he's probably a girlfriend, young girlfriend.
You don't get buff with a girlfriend. You get a little bit comfortable, and you gain some speed. Every time I've had a girlfriend, I'm started 15, 20 pounds. Every time I get in the gym or start getting bigger, or it's when I'm single.
Same. That's for everybody. That's for everybody. Let's say, man.
Focus on yourself.
Well, so like my wife and I, we do this thing like every 2 years we gain and drop like 25 pounds. And it's funny, we're on the high side right now, but we sometimes we travel and then it's this motivation to drop weight. And right now we're in day 2 of a fast. So I'm gonna go 5 days. I think she's gonna go through. I haven't eaten any food. Let me check I haven't had any food in 40 hours. So I'm gonna try to go 5 days, if not 7.
You're drinking like shakes and stuff, though, right?
Nope, just water. Only water.
Okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, I've heard. That's kind of how you have to do it, though, right? You kind of have to really almost like only eat when it's like necessary.
Yeah. So there's intermittent fasting and there's straight fasting. Meanwhile, we got some player changes here. Let's see. These are the new players that Jack has groomed out of Taiwan. And here's the thing about this event that's amazing, dude. Like, it's not about play-by-play. It's not about color commentary. It's not about game analytics. It's not about handling the pressure of stress. This is a global community event, and it's been wonderful to see everyone come together. Yesterday we were in Austria, and we were in Germany. We're South Florida, Chicago for a little bit. We had some. We actually had streams in New York and California, but we had some technical issues bringing the video feeds up. But we were all over the place. So it's a whole different vibe. And now to be in Asia doing this, man. Ask you a question. We saw some Ulrich yesterday. You play Ulrich?
Who?
The table,
who's
Ulrich. It's a table. It's a
Oh,
table.
no, the table. Yeah, I'm looking at this table. It's a fireball, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah, this Fireball. Who's
No,
that?
I've never played on that. I played on the $1 million table, which was my first table, and then the first table I ever had. Actually, that's where I learned to shoot a push shot, and my rollover was on a $1 million table. And then I moved to the black marble tornado, I think, and then now I got a silver gray tornado.
But you're the multi-table world champion, dude. Come on, man. You must. What'd you do? You just jumped on and made it work? Like,
that just sounds so good. Yeah, I played on all the tables. Just make it work, figure it out.
yeah, that's good, man. Like I played Leonhardt for the first time. We saw a lot of Leonhardt. I played Leonhardt at Bordeaux. It's a well-built, solid table, man. It's a really good table. But I found I couldn't pin the ball immediately because the depth, the space, and it takes some adjusting. Were you able to adjust pretty quick on the fly to that when you were at ITSF?
Yeah, that table was pretty similar to Tornado. It's kind of, the tic tacs. You can kind of do the same 5-bar. The catching and like the speed and like the touch and everything is what you have to just adjust to. And the game is still the same. You can still fake hitch, blah blah blah. Do this, do that. But to get the speed down and the hitching and then like how the ball feels, that's an adjustment. I did pretty good for land art. I did pretty good for what are the other two?
Bonzini, Garlando, Roberto Sport.
Garlando was tough, and then I was playing my mix was first. Me and Sully played. We actually took bronze.
Nice.
Gosh, we had that superstar guy from France, like super team.
Maxime and Clementine.
Not Maxine. He's such a nice guy. He was smiling all weekend every time he saw me. He was so funny. But he kept taking his France team shirt off. He was that guy. Yeah, he was funny. But they won the tournament. So whoever the open mixed gold right now, that team we had them 4-1, I think, in the fifth.
Ooh,
joke.
Yeah, it happens.
Beanie, I think, and then we go to Tornado. And I think they got the first one. It goes into OT and this and that. But we're playing Garlando against, I forgot. And I'm struggling. I'm like, I can't do this table, And Terry Rue was watching, me and Sully play. And like halfway through the first game, time out. And he's like, dude, just take everything that you're doing off. Like, just don't even think about it. Like you're using a muscle. It's almost like just use your fingertips. Like just a very light grip. Everything is very, very light in general. And I didn't miss a pass or a shot.
That's nice. That's great guidance,
so
man.
Big, it was so light, and I didn't realize I was overpowering everything. And then once I found the speed, it's almost like I just had to find the speed on each table. Once I found that speed, it was kind of like, oh, whoa, watch out. Just take off.
Yeah. That's good guidance.
I know. It was pretty fun. Me and Sully, that was a good tournament. It was fun. We beat, Liz and Ryan. We beat, hometown people. Played Yannick, Cindy DeFont, Luxembourg. Very, very cool people. We beat them on Bonzini. Sully's like killing us. Yeah, and then they turned around and beat us on Tornado.
Oh no! I played Bonzini too at the Bardo, man, and you know what? I played Fireball when I was in Asia. Just like they had some tables out. I just went over there. It plays like a Tornado a lot. It plays like a hybrid table. It's a fun little table. You played Fireball.
They actually came over. The guy who created Fireball and everything, and they came to the Bardo, and the Bardo Hearn was nothing but Fireballs one year.
Oh, really? How'd that go? No, wasn't around foosball at the time.
I didn't. It was okay. It was fun. I like Fireball. It's a pretty good table. it was interesting because it was like, it was one tour event and it wasn't playing on Tornado, it was playing on Fireball.
Yeah. Interesting. I played in the first Warrior tournament, and that was a trip, dude. That first Warrior table, you could run your nail across it. You could write your name on the surface with your finger. It was a trippy table, man. So
I like to see
Warrior.
Warriors. Yeah, my first Warrior tournament, I guess, ran by Flaherty. Me and Bill Bell, I did something crazy. Like, we won the Runaway Bay tournament, which was fun. That was my first ever Warrior, the only Warrior tournament with Flaherty. But, Mary I guess, had a deal with Flaherty for the Warrior table, and he sponsored her for a year. I think I won like 7 tables. They gave a table away out for every single event.
Oh wow!
I was just cashing them in. Like, every time I had a table, it's just like, all right, boom. I just sell them $200-$300.
Yeah, that's how I made a living, dude. That's how I made a living in the '90s. Was they had table playoffs. I won at least 3, maybe 4 tables. I don't even remember, but I won the table with Ken Lowe, rest in peace. He passed away last year, but yeah, man, that was how. But those were like, you could make a good living off tables, right? Selling, and these were home model, old school tornadoes. You sell them for $800 at the tournament. Someone would buy from you. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're not cheap tables. You can just, your winning tables. I mean, it's valued in the cents. And if you win tornadoes, you're winning, that's $1,600 essentially. And if you can't even get full retail for it, then, still over $1,000, whatever.
Yeah, right.
4 or 5 in a year, that's $5,000.
These guys are having a lot of fun, man. Look, checking out the foosball. I'm wondering if there's probably not a bracket, but they look like maybe a split between amateur and expert levels.
I love the energy, man. It's all smiles. That's why I kind of just love, at the end of the day, foosball is so cool, man. The energy is just so high and positive. It's just, if it makes you happy, it can't be that bad, right?
Yeah. Look, man, even the most cynical person I know, we both know, Billy Pappas, he'll still say foosball's the best game. Because foosball's the best game. I know he's not listening, so I can say whatever I want. Even if he was listening, I'd say whatever I want. But
see this.
It's funny though. I've been watching. So we're watching Jack Kwong now, who's probably the best player in Asia and the tip of the spear when it comes to promotions and trying to push Asia foosball forward. You watch these. You watch. I've been watching defenses from around the world, and many of them still look the same. They look like a fast shuffle. You don't see a ton. And correct me. How often did you see in World Cup experience like an off speed tempo position based defense like Bobby Diaz or Dana Marr or like these guys that don't have a lot of movement in their defense?
Maybe when we played Todd, Todd and Tony, but no, I don't think. I mean, if it wasn't, I don't think I saw it at all. To be honest, it's all fast, pretty much shuffle, reverse, stuff like that.
Yeah, like someone like, frankly, even this has a lot of pay. Someone I'm saying, even someone like you, frankly, and like you and Tony, you guys will chew those defenses up if there's any pattern at all. I think between you and Tony, your pattern recognition, especially you, it's different, right? Your pattern recognition in the first from the setup to the first 2 seconds, like it's intuitive at this point. I know when you get hot and you're just like up, down, 3/4 split. I know it's like, okay, Blake's doing his thing. Tony's a little bit different, right? So I like to call you and Billy Pappas beat you to the hole. And Tony's more like Tony's always calculating, right? He's always calculating. He's looking for the 5-bar shot. He's looking for the no wind up 5-bar shot. He's looking for the quick, open handed. And if he doesn't see it, then he knows what's going to be there the next time. He's always like setting up for the next and the shot after the third shot.
That's funny because we yesterday I was over at Kane's house and Tony came over and we did like 3 hours of just singles, and we were talking about it, and basically what you're saying is everybody kind of has things that's automatic to them. Like he has he's looking for things, but that's automatic. Like he's got stuff that the pull kick, on the fly, automatic. If it sets up, like when the ball sets up in a certain way, I mean everything's kind of automatic. Like 5-bar shot. He's got the pull pin out of a pin, the pull side.
No wind up.
No
Right.
wind up. He's got the flippy
Yeah.
on the push side. He's got and then
Yep.
Kane's the same. He's got the dinks, the pull kicks. Brandon Munez got tons of stuff. Everything's automatic for him on the fly.
Dude, that pull kick, like if he like his wrist pull kick, if you think about it, you're too late. You got to anticipate, right? And you got to anticipate it. You bring Chucky over to block it. But
there. But no, yeah, it was fun. We were practicing, and it was a good little practice session before Worlds.
Yeah. Do you ever get the impression? I mean, like some masters are more open than others. Some guys that know that they might be seeing each other in the heat. But is there a part of the gamesmanship that you don't even talk about that you're seeing? Are you leaving it all on the table? Or are you just kind of like, hey man, I have things and you have things and we're seeing things, and you know what I'm talking about? Is there a part of it where you're calculating, you're strategically looking at what's going to happen when you play him, if you play him at Tornado Championships, Worlds?
With Tony?
Yeah.
In general?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
before, okay, so my thought process was, I didn't at first kind of want to do it because I'm like, I can't just let him adjust to me, because he's got the upper hand at the moment. I mean, he's 5-time defending he's won like the last 5 years in singles, and so it's kind of like, and he's pretty motivated. He's kind of been like, we were at Eric's house and Todd was there and Tom was there and he was there, and it's like midnight and he's sipping coffee. Like he's like, he's not drinking that much because he's getting his body right. He's in the gym. He's pretty hungry. And then, I was kind of like, do I go over there and just play him for 3 hours and let him see stuff? But then I was like, I'm playing him, I mean, I get the same advantage that he gets, right? I get on the table, I see things and I adjust and I just get more table time with him. So, I mean, when I get on play him at the tournament, best man wins, and, you go head to head, I know, eventually I think it just comes to like, you just get it on, like boxers can watch other boxers, you can watch things all the time, but, whoever's better in the moment is the guy that's going to come on top. So.
No, that's awesome, man. I want to get back. I want to get back to this exact conversation in 10 seconds. Anyone who's just joining us, you're joining InsideFoos at the World Record event. We are going global for 24 hours to see how many people are playing foosball in tournaments at the same time or during the 24-hour period. Right now, we're at the High Time Sports Warehouse in Taiwan. Jack Huang, the great leader and promoter out there, throwing a tournament with some local players, people that drove 2 hours to play. And that's what we're doing. If you're just joining in right now, we got the great world champion, Blake Robertson, who's joined me today to kind of host this and just talk about foosball. We're not here to do play-by-play or color commentary. We're here to just have some fun. And we see these guys here having so much fun in Asia. Jack Huang just slid the points over. They're having a blast out at High Time Sports Warehouse. But back on this thought, like. Yeah, so check it out. We just edited a video. You must have seen it, and it's a lead up. It shows what happens at the Nationals, and then it all leads up. It shows the people winning at the Nationals. It all leads up to this crescendo, and it says they're all gathering at the mountaintop to dethrone a king. Right. And
I like
Tony's got.
Cool.
You like that? Cool, man. But if I went to take some credit, I wrote that. I scripted that whole thing, but. You probably knew that, by the way. But check this out, dude. He's got looming threats, right? You got some up-and-coming Costa Rican players that are hungry, super talented, young second-generation players. You got Tommy Orr, who, depending on where it was, Tommy there, by the way. Tommy wasn't there, was he?
That's another subject we could talk about. I mean, I won't stray you from what your piece, but no, Tommy wasn't there.
Okay, is Tommy playing? A Tornado
Worlds? No, that's what. No, he's coming to Worlds, but he hasn't really been. I don't know if he's been practicing, or I don't know where. He's college. I think he went to Colorado for a video game thing, and he wasn't at the bar. I mean, Texas State. I think might have been his last tournament. So I don't know. Yeah. He wasn't. I don't know if he's practicing. He's not coming out, so I don't know.
Well, see, I talked to Tommy like maybe 2 weeks ago, and his motivation He might have openly maybe found out from Tom. Maybe Tom stated it. His motivation is up and down, but it doesn't mean like that guy can't come out and just like blow things up, right? I mean, he has a lot of confidence in the moment.
Super talented,
Yeah.
you know. And Tom is another one who's playing really well. So you got Tom
Who?
and Terrell. It's like
Who? Tom York Senior?
yeah.
Yeah.
He's playing
But-
well.
Well, he's absolutely, man. There's any one of these guys can come out. Ryan, who knows what Ryan's gonna do if Ryan plays singles? I mean, who knows? But you're a threat. You're a threat. I mean, you've won here and there, but have you really busted out? You're gonna sooner or later, man. You're gonna like blow it up. Like I'm talking about open doubles, open singles. So it's looming. You're a looming, pending threat at any time. It's starting to feel like the 90s in a certain way. So the 90s, really, we all like to harken back to these. Everyone likes to go back to their era, but there was a time when any one of 10 to 15 people could win open singles, and any one of 10 to 15 teams could win open doubles. And a lot of these teams would get to the finals, but the same dudes would win. But you'd have someone would show up. It's starting to feel like anyone could win open singles, and this goes back to the point I was going to make. I think Tony feels it. I think Tony feels like if there was an open singles championship that he's at risk, it's this one. And he's coming, he's not fooling around. So everybody better bring their A game. I think Tony's coming to plant his flag in the ground for one more year. And you guys are, he should be flattered. You and Kevin and Brandon and Tommy and Ryan, if he shows up, everybody should be flattered that Tony's not going to play around with you guys. He's going to try to take it to you.
Oh yeah, he's gonna. Like I said, he's been practicing. He's been mentally preparing himself. He's got his, I think he's driving down from what he told me, or driving up, and yeah, he's gonna. I mean, this is the one that he really, really wants to win, and the prize money's going up, and it's more prestigious. It's supposed to be like I think over 650 people registered or something crazy like that. So this Worlds in general is going to look like maybe the biggest Worlds maybe that we've seen in maybe this decade or last decade for sure. I can't remember the last time 650 players.
Yeah.
So you got that. You got prize money. I mean, first place in dubs is $15K, and then singles is $7,500. I've never even played. I don't think I've played in a Worlds. This is the highest payout Worlds for me.
Yeah, no, that's great. You know what, man? I think if you're just joining us, we're at High Time Sports Warehouse in Taiwan with Jack Huang, who you see as the forward on the right in the red, and he's the incredible promoter out there and the leader of Asia foosball. And I think we're going to go though pretty soon here to Match Point Club in Hong Kong. So we have our producer Ashley Lasitra behind the curtain, pulling all the strings and making sure everything happens. I think she's going to let us know when we're going to be switching pretty soon. Blake Robertson here, yes. Multi-table world champion, open mix world champion, regional state champion, amateur doubles, his most prestigious championship ever, amateur doubles. What year was that, Blake?
06, baby, 06 with Daniel
06.
Coulter, rest in peace.
Daniel Coulter, rest in peace. And Blake Robertson won amateur doubles at the World Championships in 2006. I won that tournament in 1990.
I wasn't even born yet. Just to say that. Me and Daniel won that. And I was 15, and he was, I believe, 13.
Wow, man. That's awesome, dude. That's really, really good stuff. I have a fondness for people. Amateur doubles is a barometer. A lot of those guys that win amateur, they stick around and go on to win expert and go on to win open. And, Terry Ruse, an amateur doubles world champion. Matt Stewart, amateur doubles world champion. Trevor Park, amateur doubles world champion. I'm not sure if Billy ever won that title. He might have turned pro too quick. Billy.
Yeah.
We're watching some great foosball still here. You see the skill is really, really solid. They learned how to practice and play the right way. Let's look at the open hand Euro here. Serving the defense. You see the fast shuffling defense blocked almost to the goal. Picked up by, I wish I knew who was who. I'd say their names. Pass attempt. Blocked on the 5 bar. Quick pass attempt. Rebounded. I'm trying to do some little play-by-play before we switch over.
You're fine. Oh, he rags him in the back. He touches the table and then nugs. And the guy in the forward's super happy. All side. The right side is scratching his head. He's got the mask on. He's not smiling underneath that mask. But
Can't tell.
good time. You can't tell because he's got the mask.
You know what I love, man? These guys came out to be counted. They wanted to be counted toward this world record attempt, and so they are, man. It's awesome, right? They're going to be part of.
I mean, I love that. It's just so like it's the little things, things like that. They come out, they want to take part. Everybody have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's bigger than oneself. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than me. It's not. It's what like this is going to be remembered for. I mean, what?
Forever, man. Yeah, forever, man. For like the rest of their foosball careers. They get to wear a shirt that says, I am a world record holder. It's true.
Yeah. Man, that's pretty sweet. Oh, we got to switch some different players over here.
I think it's a monster format, so maybe they're rotating partners. Have you played much of a monster DYP format?
I do down here, yeah. Florida, the locals, they do a monster DYP. They do like 5 rounds and then they do like the top, I think 8 players maybe.
Who dominate? Does someone dominate that? Honestly, does someone who always wins that, or is it kind of is the skill level so good that it mixes up?
The monsters, I don't think are as big as like the brings that they have. I think the monster they do is on Saturday, and then they have brings on Friday. But I mean, probably the brings is pretty. You get Dylan, you get Eric, you get Tom. Kane's been, you got Kane here now. I mean, the level of players here is, competition wise, it's not easy. Nothing's easy.
No, seriously. Okay, so you got a regular bring your partner. Are people pretty much on the West Coast? When I was playing foosball, people paired up and they pretty much stayed paired up. So it was like the same dudes all the time. They didn't like randomize at all. It was like Scott Stewart and Fernando Rosa and Sergi and Ken. And I mean, what are you guys paired up down there? You guys kind of mix it up a little bit.
Well, I think it's kind of cool down here in Florida because some teams they play a lot together. Like I think like Peter and Wayne, or a lot of players have their guy that they just want to play with and they want to practice and they just want to play with. But I mean, as far as like the top players, I think it's pretty random. I mean, you get Dylan and Eric, they play a lot together, or Tom and Eric. But like for me, or I play with whoever. I'll show up, and I've played with anybody. I've never really played with the same person twice. I just get there. I play foosball. It's fun. Yeah. I mean, they switch it up pretty good. Everybody down here in Florida is pretty like we're all friends. Nice to each other, and the energy is just easy, and go with the flow, and there's just so much competition that you could just switch it around. You can at any point in time switch the game up and completely make it entertaining, or the energy is different, and it's fun. It's exciting, it's spicy. Switch it up.
I love that, dude. Like so there were these different pockets of that decades ago. California, I wish we had that in California. We didn't have that. California, everybody kind of hated each other. We were all like, there's like 3 of us or 4 of us that liked each other. But even inside there's these subgroups. It was really a nasty culture for competitiveness in not a good way. People didn't grow because of it. Yeah. People didn't get better faster. And I think it was limiting to winning. Colorado, a little bit different too. So Colorado had, like, you guys remind me of Colorado, but even it seemed like Colorado even had like a elitist subgroups. Like you had like your 5 or 6 superstars, and they had their circle, and then you had like another circle. I'm not sure all those circles played well together. It sounds like what you guys have is something special, and I love that you guys are like the top players on Tornado in the world.
That when he came down here, he goes, it's just he feels different down here in Florida than Colorado. He just seems like everything is just it's just different. The Brewers down there, in the South Florida, the Jacksonville players, it's not like everybody, the promoters are really well. They're very good. They're very happy. They work with each other. Orlando foosball works with everybody. You know, there's just
Dude,
so many things. So it's just cool.
you guys got to take care of you, man. You guys keep that culture high, and it's an incubator to keep U.S. foosball, frankly, at the top. We talked a lot yesterday about how active and how progressive and growing the German group is. They have, they have these training centers, man, and they get all these young super talents. And I pretty much, you could forecast it. You could say, if we don't get our stuff together here in the U.S., eventually people like you and Tony age out. So we better keep up. We better keep up. You guys are going to be carrying the flag for U.S. foosball at the World Cup and ITSF for us, and we got to build some youthful talent. I'm very impressed by what happens in Western Europe, Germany, France, Austria. They got great stuff going on there, and Florida might be the center of excellence for foosball.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Florida is just such a nice environment altogether. It's Florida. Like, who doesn't want to come to Florida? And it seems like everybody eventually makes their way down here. I mean, it's kind of crazy to see everybody down here. So Billy was just here for a couple of years, I'm sure. So the food here is awesome.
Jack Kwong showing us the skills, beating up on some experts or amateurs. Look at he's clearly the faster, more skilled player, and he's not letting up.
And Jack Wong is the guy in the red shirt.
Yep, he's the guy in the red. He's pretty much the promoter and the lead, and keeps it all together, pushes foosball forward.
Yeah. Oh, look at that! Trying to 5-bar shot.
Little push kick dink action. Yeah, varying skill level here for sure, but I think Jack Kwong would be the pro, and then we might have like amateur and expert players, the rest of the players.
Yeah.
Like that chip. Yeah. I think that man chips the ball really well, the shape of the man.
Yeah, I think it kind of reminds me of maybe like the Lanhart table, or a little bit, but more tornado style. Because I still think you could do a pretty good tic-tac.
So, who you playing with in mix, dude, at Worlds? Tornado Championships. Who's your mix partner?
Me and Liz. We won
you playing with Liz?
Yeah, we won. We're the defending champs.
I don't know these things. I gotta ask. I don't make any assumptions.
You don't know the recent champion holders? Are you kidding me?
Dude, that was 2 years ago, bro. I don't even know what I had for breakfast yesterday. I didn't have breakfast. I'm on a fast. I don't know what I had. I don't know what my last meal was. He asked me about 2019. Who is it? You and Ryan in open doubles?
Yeah, me and Ryan.
Oh man, dude. Yeah, that's big time. As long as Ryan's been touching a table, as long as Ryan touches a table for an hour before the tournament, it can be dangerous.
Yeah, he's got a table. He sent me some videos. He's like, see if I still got it. He shoots a pool out the back, and it's like, oh, okay. So, he's pretty motivated too. He seems like he's pretty excited. He wants to be the guy, in his mind that hasn't touched the table or, hasn't been on tour, played a tournament in the past 2 years,
Yeah.
Talk about it. One thing I really wish that kind of world did because of the intensity is that I wish it was more like the finals was kind of like, if you ever watch UFC and they have walkout songs, they have that build up.
Yeah.
They kind of done it before with like smoke machines and Jim introduces the players, and then, you have somebody back there like, have a walkout song. And Ryan would be like, I was talking and we were just, we're having fun. We're friends and talking. And, he's like, yeah, I want to be the guy that comes back after 2 years and wins the tournament at the Worlds. And I was like, yeah, man, your walkout song should be Guess Who's Back? Back again.
Guess who's back? Back again.
Dude. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? And then Ryan comes out.
Oh man, is he playing singles this year? Should we guess he is? I mean, money's good. Why wouldn't he?
Well, you got to think the money's good, but like, it takes a lot.
Yeah, I get it.
Even,
And he
even when,
doesn't need. It's not like he needs the money anyway. So if you're gonna focus on doubles, I get it.
yeah.
You know?
So I think his mentality is like he's a kid. He's got kids now, 2 kids,
Yeah.
and he's got daddy mentality. So he's got to figure out. He's at the same time he can't just he's got those to worry about or think about. And then you got doubles. And then even before, COVID happened, he wasn't playing too much singles. So, and singles just takes a lot to play, a lot of energy to play singles.
Right.
So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I hope he does. I hope he does whatever he wants to do. But I think his main focus might just be doubles.
I could see that.
I think he's more doubles than anything.
I could see that. And
Like
you know
if
what
he just to beat him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. I could see it, man. I could see it. Who's Tony playing with, by the way?
At the Worlds?
Yeah.
I think he's playing with Dave and Marion.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's who he played with. That's who he plays with
At
every
the
once in a
Worlds.
while. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah, I think so. Well, I think he played that 1 year with Todd. He played that where the last he played with Robertson. So, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good tournament, man. It's gonna be a good tournament.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, the talent you got. I mean, Tommy's over at Rob's house right now. Been playing foosball every day for the past month.
Who? Who?
So,
Tommy and Rob?
Yeah, Tommy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I guess it's the 25th year that ever since they won the World.
Yeah. So here's the thing about that team. I was around there when they won both their. Well, was I there? I was there when they won their last world championship. They did the same thing. He went over there. He trained. He's that team is very, very dangerous. They're a very dangerous team. There's something about so Tommy is a true foosball enthusiast. He's passionate and loves foosball. One thing that you can't fight all the time, you can't fight that fight because you've been around long enough, is just energy and enthusiasm and motivation. I think we might be moving.
I think so.
Yeah. Let's take a look, see, and finishing the thought before we check out our new stream. And I guess we'll find out where we are. I think we're going to be in. I guess we'll get some information just to finish the thought. Tommy practiced and motivated because the head game, the mental game. Tommy and Robbie have that, so that's the biggest part, right? You get the motivation, you get the skills where they tuned up where they are, and then it's about what's in between your ears. And if these guys are in the right mindset, when it comes down to 4-4 or whatever it is, 7-6 or whatever it is, you just can't be counted out to pull out miracles. They've done it over and over. So,
well, the one thing like Tommy, you can kind of see it. When he sets up the pull shot and he sees the dead ball, you just kind of see him. It's like so you just got to go for it. But sometimes he doesn't have, maybe the energy or maybe back. Do it every single time. I can kind of see it when I'm watching him. He gets frustrated. So I can only imagine what. It definitely takes a lot of physical abilities and just trying to stay sharp, right?
Let me get some notes here and make sure that I have the correct location before I start talking about where we are. We have a brand new location, that's for sure. All right. Hey, everybody. If you're just joining us, we are now in wonderful, beautiful Shanghai. I love this part of China. I've been there multiple times. We are with Johann Hannerstahl, Shanghai Foosball, and this is our inside foosball partner, Johann. This right now we're looking at a cool view of the bar, and I guess we're going to get this camera. That's Johann right there. You're looking at him. And we have Shanghai. So we went from Taiwan to Shanghai. You have Mark Torres with InsideFoos, and you have Blake Robertson, multi-table world champion, open mix world champion, prodigy, budding superstar, and waiting in the wings to win his open singles, open doubles, Tornado World Championship. Blake, say hello to Shanghai.
What's up, Shanghai? Yeah, that's nice. You see the dark.
Yeah, man.
Cool little spot, little lounge area. I like it.
Darts. Yeah, that's cool.
Shanghai. I would love to go to Shanghai too. I feel like
dude, you got to go to Shanghai. So Shanghai is a port city, and so it was it's like San Francisco, man. It's called the Bund, and it's that's where the water is, and so there's an incredible vista, like view of the city from the Bund. They have like all kinds of French eclectic, diverse food types, Indian food. The food is amazing. The bars, I mean, we'd party in Shanghai, dude. If we ever go to Shanghai for a foosball tournament, it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time.
Make it.
Um,
I feel like it has to happen. I mean, I hope I get back to America eventually, but I feel like I should go.
for real, man. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get this view. You might want to turn your computers to the side. If you tilt your computer until we get this view corrected. But we're having a good time in Shanghai. He's just showing us their food. I don't know what that is. That could be an ice cream sundae, or it could be like or it could be like, dude, it could be fried scorpion.
Live. It looks like cake.
Yeah, maybe it's a party. So they do when you have an event in China, everything is like a celebration, dude. Fireworks, parades, cake.
That's why it needs to be. That's why the world needs to be like that. So build it up, make it a show, make it entertaining, make it. That's what the people want to see. Open singles like Tony needs to come out to his favorite song, get them hyped, get the smoke machines, get the lights, get the walkway, make it fun.
All right, let me ask you some questions. If the Tornado Championships was Swiss, and it ended at like 10 o'clock, but then there was like a DJ, like it was just like turned into like it was like, dude, like a food court. Like people came in with their, like vendors came in with their food. I don't know if that's even possible, right? But like turn it into like Burning Man with a foosball tournament. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That
Yeah,
needs to
man.
happen. You know what I'm saying? Like the 90s or whatever. They popped champagne bottles. It was a celebration. World praying. And what's crazy, the funny thing that you say that because the Tornado Worlds, I believe it was the 2019, the last one. You know where Jim, all y'all set up in the pit area outside the bar?
Yeah.
So do you remember that right behind that wall, there was a wedding party going on with the DJ?
No, I didn't know that.
There was a door. There was a door that leads into right behind where y'all were, and dude, there was like a DJ, and it was like a wedding party. It wasn't that big of a space, but it had enough to have a dance floor, lights, and it was just like, what if we did get a DJ, or Surge can DJ. We have boozers.
Yeah, you could DJ. You could DJ. The point is,
it's not like we don't have the tools to do it.
But let me tell you how that true. But let me tell you another. Dude, this is an idea I had. I just don't know how it works out with hotels. If you had beer flights and wine tasting, and you brought people in from the outside to like go around and like try, like you had local vendors that had local IPAs or whatever, and had you had a reason to bring people in to drink and eat and listen to music, and there's a foosball tournament going on.
Yeah,
that's the way to do it, man.
Well, you need to be accommodating. I mean, like, still have the still have, you go to baseball parks. You don't just go for the baseball game. I mean, yeah, it's cool to watch. It's boring sometimes. What do? You get a nice hot dog. You get a nice cold beer. You relax. You sit down. You enjoy yourself. If you're at a foosball tournament and there's a guy walking around, with his IPA. The Bart O'Hearn used to have the Jack Daniels girls, and they'd come around and they give out shots. Hats, or their merchandise. It was just something different. It's nice. Tennis, you go watch tennis. You have the VIP room. You can go get some food, some restaurants. It's just it's a fun little thing. It's an experience.
Bring in Johan Hannerstall all the way from Shanghai, and he's a
Hey,
great.
guys.
Hey man, how are you, dude?
It's all good. Can you guys hear me good?
I can hear you. I can hear you great.
Awesome.
Man, dude, talk to us a little bit. Where are we? Tell us what's going on.
So, big night today, right? World record attempt, or I mean, attempt is the wrong word anymore, right? Now it's achieved,
Smashed.
I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Beefing up the numbers a little bit here from Asia. We're doing our local Friday DYP in Shanghai every Friday. Today we had some birthday parties and stuff going on. That's where we're a little bit delayed.
Oh, the slingshot.
So,
Dude, Johan, it looks like a lot of fun, man. How many people do you got playing tonight?
should be around 15 maybe. People are a little bit late. Should be another like 10 people arriving.
Nice. What time is it over there, Johan?
Here it's almost 10 p.m.
Wow. So you're going to start a 25-person draw your partner at 10 p.m. What are the rules? What are the time? I mean, what time are you going to end?
This is the good thing, right? Since we have the monster, right? So people can join and leave whatever time, right?
Yeah.
In our old school paper brackets, it would have been a problem.
That's great. Yeah, you guys are using the mod. That's true. It's
Yeah.
So what's your ratio of you got some pro players, beginners, amateurs, experts? Tell us a little bit about the players who you got there.
Yeah. So obviously, right now I cannot see the table because I'm sitting outside the venue. But overall, I mean, it's such a spread, right? We have everybody from like absolute beginner to Asia pros, right? So maybe not the equivalent of Europe and then the North America pro. And it's like really everything in between. That's why Monster DYP has been such a success.
Nice,
That's awesome.
man. Nice. We got Blake Robertson here. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hey, Blake.
Hey, what's up, Johan?
It's all good. It's all good.
I like this.
Congrats to your World Cup double.
Oh, thanks, man. I'm pretty good at picking partners, so.
Well, I mean, it helps, but I mean, you were carrying sloppy Ryan there, so it's fine.
Oh yeah, it was fun. It was it was a battle. It was nice to play on different tables, and it was fun. It was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, we're always following. I think like the whole Asia is following, right? Every year, and since we're all like so inside Foos, doctrine from like watching Jim Stevens for such a long time, it's so much fun to follow the US players.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Y'all got to come over here and play some tour events over here. We got the Worlds coming up.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as China opens their quarantine stuff, then maybe.
Okay, yeah. So are y'all still kind of shut down over there right now?
I mean, there's no COVID in China, right? For like almost since May last year, and they do like a zero policy, so it works because everything is, all airports are closed more or less.
Okay.
So inside China, everything is like normal, right? We can do whatever we want more or less.
Right.
But if I want to leave and come back, then it's like 4 weeks quarantine. Pay for yourself at a hotel, right?
No,
Sit in one room for 4 weeks. So yeah, no, I prefer to stay here and and enjoy.
Right. So you have to quarantine for 4 weeks, or is it just 2 weeks there and then 2 weeks back?
I mean, if I would go back, it would be to Sweden. There's no quarantine, right? They're quite liberal, let's say. But going back to China, it's minimum 2 weeks quarantine.
Okay.
Then usually another 1 week plus 1 week at home. And I mean, they're super strict over here, right, for people with work visa and stuff like that. So you have to
Hopefully-
follow the rules.
Yeah. Hopefully those restrictions get lifted because that would it's on my bucket list. So I wanna
Yeah, no. But as I said, right? If you're here, it's great. Everything is open. Everything is like normal.
right.
So it works perfect as soon as you're in, right?
I see y'all playing tournaments, playing darts, eating cake, celebrating birthdays.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, everything here is exactly like normal. We started our tour here back in February this year. We could have started it last year already, but yeah, we choose not to. So
I
it's
like
a lot of stuff happening.
cool.
So, guys, who's winning the game? I cannot see the game, or who won the game, maybe.
Hey, you know what? Let's see here. You can't see it. You're not. Aren't you standing right there? You can't see it.
No, the reception is so bad. I cannot be.
He's outside, I think.
Oh, you're outside. They're still
Yeah.
I
playing.
can't see the players. I don't know.
I
who's
gotta tell
playing.
you. Hey, I gotta tell you what, man. Right now, you're not in landscape view. I don't know why, but you have a narrow view. So I wonder if the video could be made landscape.
I mean, we tried flipping the phone.
Can you lock it? Can you lock? Can you press the lock on the on the screen, and then
I can try, but then I will go inside. You might lose me.
I lose you. Come back if you want to come back. We'll be happy to talk to you, man.
For sure. Yeah.
Yep.
I'll try.
Yeah. That's Johan Hannerstahl, who's now, I think he's fluent. He must be fluent by now in Mandarin. And he's married to a pro foozer, a really good one. I'm missing her name right now. Is her name Summer? But she's great, man. We're gonna try to get this view, landscape view. These guys look like they're pretty good. These guys look like they've been playing and
they're hitting slingshots like 1-3 mans and like these guys are they don't mess around.
not to be toyed with.
It looks like a fun game. Oh, there we go.
There you go. There's perfect. That's perfect.
I don't know.
They can't help themselves. Just it was right for a second. They need a anyway. We can deal. Let's see that works.
That'll work.
Anyway, it doesn't matter what we're looking at, ladies and gentlemen. We are in Shanghai right now, traveling around the globe. We've gone from Austria, Germany, we had France, South Florida Foosball Club in Florida, Chicago, Taiwan, and now we're in Shanghai. So we're having some great fun. We're with Johan Hannerstahl. They have a weekly Draw Your Partner. How interesting was it to hear that in China, where there's like, I don't know, 2 billion people, they're 100% normal. They're not wearing masks. They're not, they have a sterile protocol for everything. And so they got their stuff together. We can do it too.
Yeah.
So okay, I'm back. Is the camera completely screwed, or is it?
Yeah. Johan, listen, we're here having fun, my friend. We're not. It is probably a little worse now. People have to turn their people need to turn their computers now.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So I will move back the camera.
It's fine, man. I mean, move it back, but it's fine. It's good. We're having fun.
Cool.
Oh man. Oh, they're playing Rock the Casbah too. Yes, Johan's wife's name is Summer Hannerstahl, and she's could probably wipe the floor with these guys. She's darn good at foosball. They have dude. We have to have Johan create a reason for us to go to Shanghai for a week, Blake. Because I would love to go back to Shanghai.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll definitely go to Shanghai.
You got to get around, man. You got to
Oh, you play some. We play some rollerball, some dinks, some pull kicks, some push kicks. Have fun.
Yeah.
Have some birthday cake. I'm down.
Some birthday cake.
Love me some birthday cake, man. Can't tell they're gaining some weight,
Wait, well, listen. Let me put 2 and 2 together. Does that mean you got a girlfriend?
No, I don't.
What? You so see, it's a double negative. You said that you lose the weight when you don't have the girlfriend. You're putting the weight on, and you don't have the girlfriend. So get it together, bro.
I've actually lost weight. I was when I did have a girlfriend, I was 200 pounds.
Okay. Yeah.
And then became single, and then I lost. I'm weighing about 182 right now. So I've
Yeah.
actually lost 18 pounds.
That's
I'm
not
just
bad.
I'm just messing around. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm still trying to stay like active. I'm still in the gym. I'm waiting until after Worlds, since Worlds is next week. That I'm gonna get a massage. I think on Tuesday, relax, clear my head, come up with a strategy, focus, and try to do everything to make sure I play at the very best that I can play. Pretty
Bring it
focused.
on, man.
Yeah, I'm
So
pretty focused for this one.
I was going to go to Germany for the Leonhardt World Series and do commentary there.
Yeah.
However, the re-entry protocol could mean I could miss 2 weeks of work. So I think at this point, I think I'm going to Tornado Championships, but I think I'm going to be doing. We're still working out the detail. I think I'm going to be doing remote commentary until like 4 p.m. of the Leo World Series. If that works out, I'm going to be bringing people like you into the. I'm going to do it at Tornado. So we'll get a room, like a conference room, and gentlemen like you will be joining me to talk about the Leo World Series to a lot of people. So just a heads up, that may be happening next week.
Yeah, no. I'm always down to talk foosball or commentary, play by play. I've always tried to get up in the booth with Jim. Brandon even asked me, he goes, "Why haven't you been in the booth with Jim and talking foosball, play by play, this and that?" I was like, I don't know. He knows I'm interested. I guess he just never really asked me, so But yeah, I wanted to go to Leo Worlds, but it was the same weekend, and
Yes, yeah.
I was supposed to play. Who was I supposed to play with? I was either supposed to play with Kane or Billy. I think it might have been Billy, because I think Billy and Kane were going to go to the Bonzini Worlds. Or maybe I was supposed to play with Billy in Bonzini Worlds.
Dude, you're a mess. You're a mess. You're a mess.
I was asked to go to Italy, bro, for the Players' Championship. I wanted to go so bad, but my buddy's getting married that weekend in Georgia, so I'll be able to
Cool, man.
Same weekend.
Well, that's where you're gonna meet the woman who's gonna steal your heart and ruin your foosball career. So just know that's happening, dude. That's happening.
I'm ready at any point in time. I can definitely. I'm down. I can get married, and I can see that. Have a little Blake Jr. running around.
Blake Jr. Of course, it'd be a Blake Jr.
Yeah, of course, man. I gotta have that. Gotta have that Mississippi finesse, Blake Jr. The one and only, the 3-time.
3-time, not the 2-time. If you know the reference to Dr. Disrespect.
I know, it's so funny. I know the 2-time. We're playing the games and stuff, and Paul Smith, who's another good player in St. Louis, playing with Terry Rue at the Worlds. Another could be scary team. Paul Smith could be scary. But the 3-time came from, because we always watch Doc, because we're playing video games where you're watching Dr. Disrespect, the 2-time, the 19, blah, 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 6 foot, this and that. His intro. Oh, it's so cool, man. It's the best. And, Paul, he likes to talk about how I don't get it, how Blake wins or this and that. And so, he's kind of downplaying everything. And we go to Spain, and me and Ryan win Classic, and we win the men's doubles, and then USA wins the team event. So it's 3 gold. So I came back, and I the 3-time. So we're on the mic, and we're playing. I'm wearing my medal. And I started clanking them together, and I'm like, "Paul, you hear that? That's straight
3-time. The 3-time.
Yeah, it's just funny. You gotta make it fun.
That's good stuff, man. So it looks like we got to pause here, but if you're just joining us, we are now in Shanghai, and we are with Johan Hannerstall. They have a weekly Draw Your Partner. He's a great advocate of InsideFoos and a partner of ours for InsideFoos Asia, and Jack Huang as well. They're InsideFoos Asia, and they're putting together the InsideFoos infrastructure to get going, and you see what their promotions have done. They got like 25 people. They got 10 now or 15 now, and another 10 coming to play in a monster DYP. It looks like a wonderful bar scene. That might be summer, actually. I think that may, I don't know. That may be summer. That just moved to goalie area, and looks like they got they're ready to roll. You couldn't like there's enough expats there. You could tell not everybody there is from Shanghai. Those guys can be from the UK or Sweden or wherever.
Right.
But on first glance, you don't necessarily know you're in Shanghai, and Shanghai is actually a hub for expats. So you get a lot of foreigners there. Yeah, look, you can see the skill already, right? Take a look.
She scored that?
Did she score a bank? Just like in 2 seconds of possession, she scored a bank. It's good, man.
Bouncing off the back wall like that's her table.
Like it's her house.
Yeah, she's at home. She's in the living room right now. Look at this.
Watch. Look at it. She did another shot. Another one.
Got the front bend bank. That's what it looked like.
You know what's great about this too, Blake, is as we've been going around the world, Austria and Germany, France, we see these in Asia now. You notice there's all these players that all over the world that are incredibly skilled that you may never ever see them, even at the World Cup. You may never ever see them play, but they're out there and they're super skilled. And if they, with the opportunity and with the tournament, they have the tournament potential to show you. Look at the skill. I'm pretty sure that's summer.
Yeah, she's nasty. Deadly. Yeah. You know what we call those people, Torres? We call them dark horses.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah, that's the person that can just, comes out of nowhere.
Do you remember when you were a dark horse? When you were like a rookie or amateur rising up and you upset a pro master team, a master team?
Yeah, we talked about this. I've told you my first. It was 06 Texas State. We upset me and Shannon Coley. I was amateurs. I was 15. And we upset Tracy McMillan and Mike Archer, the number 2 seed. And I was 15 playing third. And that was ended up taking 5th in open doubles. Beat Chris Reyes and Charles Britt right after that.
Dang, man, that's a good win as a 15-year-old.
Yeah, I was a dark horse for a couple of years, and then I went from like rookie to pro. And I turned pro. The points guy, actually personally called me and goes, "Hey, you made enough points to go pro," but he actually let me play semi-pro for a year. So
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, so I played semi-pro for 1 year. That was it. And then I turned pro, and I was pro until they made the elite division. And then I was an elite. And then I think 2017 Worlds, I became master.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
that's a more clean route. I like to disparage myself and have fun with the 1990 amateur doubles thing. I like to joke around more than anything. But it looks like they turned the camera off for a second. They're probably going to get it back up as they figure out this view. But for me, I rose the ranks really, really quickly. And my first big upset was were they the number 1 seed or maybe they were the number 2 seed. It was Dave Gummison and Steve Moe's Open Doubles Worlds. It was like 92.
Nice.
And so we ended up playing at 5th against Tom Spear and Robert Mares to get to 4th. No, that's not right. It was at whatever to get to 5th. These were big brackets, right? And so but then I started college, and fortunately and unfortunately, it's bittersweet. I basically stopped playing like 2 years after I started. I did accelerate in skill. My strengths, I accelerated in skill. I always had the head for it. Like I always had the head for it. I just didn't practice, so it was always going to be limiting. And I just stuck around the game because I love the game so much, but it passed me by. But I remember being the dark horse. I remember, as far as in my humble opinion, as far as skill and head game goes, I had a great opportunity in the circle I was in, which is Fernando and Sergi and Ken Lowe and Scott Stewart and Adrian and those guys. Yeah, I had a lot of runway, but didn't have an opportunity to take advantage of it. So I have a lot of fun doing this kind of stuff. It's great to participate this way and hang out and goof around.
Yeah, no, I just love it too, man. I shoot, this is awesome. Walk around. We need more people like that. That we need more people that wants to ref. Do this, do that, make it more.
Hmm.
Not the same thing, make it a little different. And that's why I think the world should be like more of a. I wish they did walkout songs. So you walked out, they turned the lights off. They made it like this show. And, it'd be easy to, how fun would it be to watch it? If I'm watching, we're watching foosball, and all of a sudden, it's a walkout song like baseball. It's just, I don't know. I think more things going around, interviewing people, getting other perspectives. Interviewing Tommy. You, Clay Toomey. Clay does it a lot. I think it's
Yeah,
awesome. Clay
he does a
loves it
great
too.
job.
I could do
Yeah,
it too. I would enjoy it.
and
You
you
just
know what?
walk.
I think that's a great point. Blake, the point that's great there is if you're playing in the tournament, you typically are distracted and you're typically preoccupied, which is, I might play a draw your partner here and there, but I think you're right. I think people dedicated to the entertainment side, dedicated to the substance side of branding the players, humanizing the event, like we're doing right now. We're humanizing the experience. It's less. You don't have to. And if you're playing the tournament, you're a competitor too. So then it has a whole other layer of distraction, right? Because maybe you're going to compete against someone you're going to interview. That's absolutely, it's got to be Summer. She's got pro level skill, and she's pretty beastly back there. She's actually very, very impressive to watch Summer play.
Oh yeah,
Anyway,
definitely.
getting back to it, it's just kind of like the foosball does need more people that are going to be on the support side of making foosball more visible. And that that means less competitive play, but I'm fine with that. I don't really.
Yeah, make it fun. Make it
Mhm.
easy to have a different side of it. Have the interviews, have like the reports, the stats. Get the numbers in it. Get the Jim Stevens, the commentary. Get guys like you coming in, interviewing the crowd, this and that. Getting. I love that. It needs to be that. I agree.
I did some of that. I'm not sure if you saw some of the interviews that I did with. I did a fun one with Carlos Cespedes, and when Kevin and Brandon were going to play each other.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you caught that interview. I called it the battle for a father's love, just to create some the theater.
He's
I'm not
fighting
sure.
for your love, Papa.
I'm
Can't you
not
see
sure.
it?
I'm not sure how much Carlos liked it. I don't know where Kevin and Brandon stood on it, but that's kind of my
They're
shtick too,
so
right?
cool. They're so cool. They're so laid
Yeah,
back. Carlos is so happy all the time.
yeah,
And he
man.
loves foosball. And, you can catch him just practicing by himself, and he's got so much heart for foosball. I mean, you can't. A blind man can see that man's heart. It's just it's
Sweet.
nice. Yeah, when other people do that, it feeds off to other people, and other
Yeah.
people grow, and it just it's just good. It's awesome. Awesome.
You got that too, man. I'll give you credit. Like you got a sunshine thing about you. You're always upbeat and easygoing, and it people don't know how powerful that is. If your aura is just like engaging and smiling and attentive to the moment and not all angsty and interested, not all like self-absorbed and negative. People carry that stuff around. I mean, yeah, we don't need to name people, but it's easy to tell. Even foozers, especially. What's he got? Oh, 72% volume, 500 milliliter. They're drinking out there, dude.
Wow. That's like
Yeah, dude. That's the
wow.
hardcore stuff,
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down. Let's go, baby.
dude.
Let's play. I already showed you that you can't hang. So,
Whoa, whoa,
I'm
whoa,
just
whoa,
saying. I'm
whoa,
just
whoa,
saying.
whoa,
We
whoa.
already know
Whoa,
who
whoa,
this
whoa, whoa, whoa.
what it
This
is.
show.
We know the lightweights
Let,
around
let,
here.
let me say this first. First, this is a PG show, so we're going to be very sensitive. We got kids watching, but let me just say this one thing. We 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 shut down the bar at the Bardo, and by the time we shut the bar down, we were all sober. We're like, what? We basically ran out of time, so we couldn't even. I think I would call
It
it.
was at midnight. You know.
Yeah, when they closed, that's right. But I would call it absolutely unresolved because I was nowhere near, and we were like 14 in, like 14 shots in, and I was
Yeah, I
buying
think it was
shots.
something. Yeah, it was a lot. Hey, real quick. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm at 3% battery, and I left my charger in the car, so I need like 5 minutes to go run.
Yeah, man, come back. We're gonna be wrapping up here in like 20, 25 minutes. So if you want to come back, charge, kick off. I'll carry this by myself, dude. But you've been awesome, man. So if we see you back, great. If we don't, no problem, brother. We're all good, man. It's been exciting hanging out with you. So yeah, just come back if you can.
Yeah, I could stay in the Discord. I just have to grab my charger. So.
Okay, go get it. Go get it.
I'll be right back.
I thought you were logging off. Once again, we are in Shanghai with Johan Summerstall at their local Draw Your Partner. They got 10 to 15 people coming and another 10 coming, according to Johan. It's 10 p.m. there, all the 10s. We got 10 p.m. there, and looks like a lot of fun. You can't tell you're in Shanghai because all the expats or the native Euros that are now living in Shanghai. We are in Shanghai. We've gone from Germany to Austria, France, Florida, Chicago, Taiwan, and now we're in Shanghai. So we're having a great time here as we cover the world record foosball event. Most people playing in a 24-hour period, and it's been we've seen Ulrich, Leonhardt, Tornado, Bonzini. These are table types, by the way, from different countries. We've seen all kinds of different types of table play. We've seen master level players to beginner level players. We've seen people having fun, smiling across the world as we cover this event, and it's just been a reminder of how many people love this sport and play it and enjoy themselves doing so. All the global community coming out to participate as we see a hard hit pull kick on the roll. What a great shot to have on camera there. Real quick pull kick. We don't know who's playing now. We just know they're very fond of foosball, whoever they are, to come out to participate in this. We will probably be joined again by the multi-table world champion Blake Robertson, tornado champion, and all around great and future great. He's been with me all morning as we've been covering this event. We're seeing some really, really solid skill here. Off the wall, lane pass, missed, picked up by the goalie. We just saw him shoot a pull kick maybe 2 possessions ago. Shoots a hard pull shot, blocked, recovered, and then on the 3-bar, quick reverse pull kick attempt, missed. Dribbled past, lost possession, 5-bar shot attempted, gets the recovery. What's going to happen next, ladies and gentlemen? Tic-tac into a pin position. Tries for the open-handed push kick on the 5-bar, recovered, lost back to the goalie. Quick clearing attempt, and that ball is on the fringe. Is that ball going to drop in? So we call that a lot. Oh, just a break. That'd usually be time. So if that happens, it's on the goal where it's about to fall in. You could let time limits pass, and then it goes to the opposing 5-bar because it's a loss of possession time. And wow, I think that was a brush attempt that just brushed in the goal. Do a little play-by-play in color to kind of entertain a little bit as we see where we might be going next. And I think we're going to be joined. I think that in the next round of coverage is going to be 2 other InsideFoos partners. I think that's going to happen, and that might be happening in like 40 minutes. I love that light there. You see that light? It's a custom light. It says Fireball on the light. It looks pretty heavy duty too, durable, like it's bolted in. And this scene looks pretty cool. It'd be great to maybe I could Google it, but the bar It looks like a really, really cool bar, really comfortable. Looks like there's couches back there, and they had birthday cake they had earlier, which is horrible for me because I'm on a fast. I haven't eaten anything in 2 days, and birthday cake just sounds like the best thing to eat. Like right now, if I'm on a fast, but if someone put a birthday cake in front of me, I'd probably slam my face into it, frankly. Birthday cake. Wow, that didn't look legal at all. That was like a 5-bar spin against the back wall. If this is a draw your partner, they're being loose with the rules. And why not? It's a world record event attempt. Having some fun. Wow, like a reverse slingshot, something or other. So this table, I've played this table a little bit, and it plays a little bit like a tornado because the feel of the foot. Of course, it has a single back man. It doesn't have the back 3 men. That is for sure different, but the ball is grippy. It's a grippy ball, so there's a high level of control. Tornado plays hard and fast. Tornado plays, your skill set has got to be high to catch the ball. Fireball's a staple of the Asian tournament scene. And I don't think it's too hard for them to adjust to tornado when they play tornado tournaments. I think it's amazing for technology now to give us the opportunity to connect the globe with the sport we love, foosball, connect us all, and to add, we're seeing it through technology. We're watching people play around the world. We've been doing it for 24 hours now, across Western Europe, across the United States, now into Asia. This wouldn't have been necessarily possible like this. I don't think. I don't think it would have gone this smoothly 5 years ago. I don't think it would have been this clean a view. I don't think we'd have had able to transition the way we've been able to transition, the communication to do that. It's all been, you know, recognition of what technology can do for us, that we can have this kind of event, and people that have never seen each other before, that love our sport, we're one big community, and we're coming together for this for a 24-hour period. People are having the most fun, and they get to do something very unique. They get to call themselves world record holders, legitimately. They're part of a world record event, and there's something really fun about that. Like, how many people out there can say they hold a world record? So if you've not been to Shanghai, you got to go. It's like San Francisco, but with way more exotic food and way more cool things to see. It's an incredible spot. I was saying earlier, it's a port city with a beautiful vista. The skyline is amazing. The restaurants, It's easy to get around, super safe. The safest places I've ever been have all been in Asia, by the way. Like walking around at 3 a.m. in a dark alley, there's nothing to worry about. In Hong Kong, Shanghai, Beijing. I've been all through China. The rural countryside where nobody goes. I wonder if we're going to be joined here in a second. I see that we have our producer and well, it looks like we are breaking for now. We've taken you around the globe, Western Europe, through the States, and now into Asia. We have achieved the world record for sure, and we're just adding, beefing it up, and adding more and more to it. It's been great to spend the morning with you and Blake Robertson, tornado champion, multi-table champion. It's been a incredible morning of foosball, and it's not over yet. We will have closing ceremonies and more later. That'll happen at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central European Time. It'll be a great capstone to this global community coming together to achieve a world record. It's been my pleasure to host this morning segment that went through Asia, and excited to have you as advocates and family for foosball. InsideFoos will be saying goodbye for now, and we'll be checking in with everybody a little bit later. So signing off for now. Thanks everybody for joining us.